Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, My Cat Loves the Night and Sleeps All Day. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. There's something peculiar about my cat, Whiskers. While most cats are known for their love of cozy naps and lounging around the house, Whiskers has a completely different routine. He loves the night, and I mean loves it. Every evening, as the sun sets and the world outside grows dark, Whiskers transforms into a nocturnal superhero, ready for adventure. It all starts when the clock strikes 8 p.m. As soon as the last ray of sunlight disappears, Whiskers rises from his favorite perch on the couch, stretches dramatically, and gives me a long, intense look. I swear he's calculating his next move, like a secret agent about to embark on a mission. At first, I thought it was just a random phase, but no. It's been happening for months. He's a night cat. The house falls silent as the night grows darker. I, on the other hand, am still adjusting to the fact that my cat has more energy than a toddler on a sugar rush. As soon as the lights go off, Whiskers begins his nightly routine. He paces back and forth, checking every window, peeking into every corner, and staring at the moon outside, as if it's his personal target. He stands by the window with his tail flicking in excitement, waiting for something, anything, to happen. Of course, nothing does. But that doesn't stop him. Every little creak of the house is met with an intense, suspicious stare. The silence of the night doesn't faze him. It fuels his curiosity. I once heard him make what can only be described as a battle cry in the middle of the night, followed by a daring leap from the couch to the coffee table. He was chasing a sock, convinced that it was some kind of dangerous intruder. I've tried to convince him that it's the dead of night and no one is coming, but he's resolute. Whiskers is convinced that the night is full of mysteries and hidden secrets, waiting for him to uncover them. And so, he spends the entire night on his nightly patrols. And me? I'm left wide awake, listening to him race around, jump, and occasionally crash into things. As much as Whiskers adores the night, he has a distinct dislike for the day. And when I say dislike, I mean a hatred of daylight. When the sun rises, Whiskers immediately knows it's time to sleep. He has mastered the art of pretending to be awake for about 5 minutes, just to prove that he's not entirely lazy, and then he collapses into a heap of fur on my bed. The moment his body hits the blanket, his eyes close, and he enters what I can only describe as deep sleep mode. I've never seen a cat sleep so soundly. It's as if he believes the world needs to stop just for him to catch some Z's. Whiskers has this unique skill of finding the sunniest spot in the room and positioning himself directly in its path. He stretches out, completely content, and begins snoring softly, his tail twitching occasionally as if dreaming about chasing something, probably a mouse or, more realistically, a sock. During the day, I try to go about my normal activities. I work, eat, and live my life, while Whiskers is sprawled out, ignoring me completely. I often find myself talking to him, only to be met with the loudest snore you've ever heard. The only time he'll slightly lift his head is if I'm eating something he deems worthy of his attention, like cheese or fish. But even then, he looks at me lazily, as if to say, "You know, I could care less. I'm too tired." I have tried waking him up during the day. Sometimes I even attempt to gently nudge him. The result? He swats at my hand as if it were a bothersome fly, then curls up tighter, turning his back to me. He's mastered the art of ignoring all forms of responsibility. And so, this has become our routine. The night belongs to Whiskers, and the day belongs to his dreams. I'm often left wondering if he's secretly plotting to overthrow the entire daylight schedule, just so he can live in eternal night. He certainly acts like he's on a mission. One particularly amusing incident happened last week. Whiskers had been on one of his late-night missions, and I could hear him skittering about the house like a tiny ninja. He'd somehow managed to knock over a stack of books, causing an avalanche of paper and hardcover novels. In a panic, I rushed out to the living room, only to find him sitting on top of the mess, looking extremely pleased with himself. "You've made quite a mess," I told him, but he just blinked slowly, as if to say, "Well, what did you expect? I was defending the house from the mighty books." It's clear Whiskers doesn't see the world as most cats do. To him, the night is a playground of endless opportunities, while the day is nothing more than an inconvenience. I can only wonder what goes on in his little head during those moonlit hours. Does he have a secret life as a superhero, protecting the house from invading furniture? Is he saving the world one sock at a time? I'll never know for sure. All I do know is this. Whiskers may sleep during the day, but at night, he's alive, full of energy, and determined to make sure the world knows it. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, maybe I would have it with a little less noise.